right, so we're up here at Big Bear Lake at Holloway's Marina, where we're at the Wakeboard Cable Park, and I'm here with Thad. So Thad, we're gonna be able to ride a wakeboard here up at Big Bear Lake?
Absolutely. This is hands down the best way to learn how to wakeboard. It absolutely guarantees success. It's really easy. It's a very close situation where it's really easy to be with your instructor and learn the right things. It's also a very, very high cable that's pulling you up and out of the water, so it makes it extremely easy for that first time in the water.
Now this is crazy because I actually do wakeboard myself a little bit. I'm not great, and you'll see very soon. I'm not great, but I do wakeboard a little. And one thing I'm noticing is with wakeboard, there's usually a wake. How are you creating a wake here?
We are not creating a wake at all. The wakeboard cables came about, most of them got started up actually in Europe because gas is very expensive there. Wakeboard boats are expensive. These started up as a great way to get out on the water and get a lot of ride time in a short amount of time for not much money. One of the big advantages that a wakeboard cable has over a boat is that cable stores a lot of energy, and it's pulling you up at such an extreme angle that you can get a lot of hang time. When you're up there in the air, it actually slows you down before you come back down on the water. So for those advanced riders learning inverted tricks and real advanced tricks, it's actually a great way to go. You're not going to get nearly as bruised and battered, and you're going to pull off a lot of inverted tricks in a much shorter amount of time than being behind the boat.
Now, what age group can actually come out here and do this?
We have, honestly, our ages right now, we get a lot of beginners, and a lot of those are young people that are going 6, 7 years old.
Wow.
Our first probably 12 customers were all between the ages of 6 and 8. And the big reason for that was that their parents have been out behind a boat. They've taken them out there. They've probably dragged them around unsuccessfully. The kids have been maybe afraid of the motor. They're out there in the waves banging around, and it's not the greatest experience for the first time. With the cable park here, we keep them right in front of us. We start them out. If the kid doesn't get up and they fall into the water, we back them up, and they're literally right in front of us again. It's not like they got to wait 10 minutes for the boat to circle back around and get to them. So it really gives them a lot of chances in a short amount of time and almost ensures success.
Okay, so we talked about the young kids getting out here. For a lot of people who've never been wakeboarding or literally have no idea what is he talking about? Can us older people come out here and try this for the first time? 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60 years of age.
Absolutely, anyone can. Anyone who's ever been behind a boat. Wakeboarding is a lot easier than water skiing. It's a little bit harder to get up in the beginning because it's very different. It's a sideways sport. It's kind of strange getting yanked out of the water. Yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it's honestly much easier than water skiing is. And so it really is a lot of fun for people of any age to do. We get a lot of guys that we've actually, the first couple weeks that we were open, a lot of our customers that came down saw us doing it and actually watched us teach other people that they knew were first-time beginners. And they said, you know what, I tried it behind a boat. It was a horrible experience, but I'm willing to give it another shot. And they were extremely successful here. So at any age, it really is a great way to get out for that first time on the water.
That's awesome to hear because, I've got some friends that have been out with us before. And it is a challenge to, if the boat's not powerful enough, or depending on how you're sitting in the water, it's a challenge to get up. Right. So that sounds like it's not that hard to get up out here. It's what I'm hearing, right?
Absolutely. One of the, I've managed a water ski school for about 20 years now, and one of the great advances we had was when the towers and the extended poles came around. It was great for us because we could shorten up the rope and it would help to pull people up and out of the water, and it really was a major tool for us. Well, now this is that times 10. Instead of the pole pulling you up and that rope sitting there at maybe a 15-20 degree angle, we've got that thing at almost over a 45 degree angle pulling you right out of the water, and so it really makes it effortless. The basics of getting up, you want to make sure that we're going to keep those knees in real tight to your chest like you're doing a cannonball off the diving board. We want to relax the arms as much as we can, and as we're going to stand up, we want to make sure we're standing up just with our legs and not with our arms. So pull your feet in a little bit tighter. There you go. Okay, relax your arms, relax all the way, relax the shoulders, beautiful. As that cable starts to go, all you're gonna do is reach forward towards me and let it pull you up. Oh. Okay, you pulled up a little bit with your arms, so let's go back down again. Let's try that one more time. Pull the knees in a little tighter, and I want you to just relax and leave those arms straight the whole time. Here we go. Much better, okay? Got to try to fight the urge to bend the arms as you're coming out of the water. It'll make things a lot easier on you.
Cool.
This time of year, we're looking at about 70 degree water. Today with the wind chill, it's definitely going to feel a little cooler than that. All right, so you can sit down on the deck. There you go. Slide yourself all the way into the water. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do, we've got this cable in beginner mode right now, which means that you're gonna be just practicing getting up and standing up. It's gonna send you across the lake. You're gonna make sure you're always holding onto the handle, don't let go of it. And when it gets to the other side, it gets to a pre-programmed spot and the cable's gonna come to a stop. You're gonna slowly sink down into the water, and then the cable will go around the bull wheel and turn around. And for about 10-15 seconds, you're just gonna paddle around until you're facing us, and then you're gonna come back towards me on a second run. So it's like you're doing 2 separate runs. Once we get the hang of that and we see that you're comfortable and you can kind of make some turns back and forth, we'll actually try you on the advanced mode and see if you can pull off some of the turns.
Why should it follow you? Why should it trust in you? Why should everybody have to learn from you? We're not facing the truth. Why are your steps the best? Why are you better than the rest?
Now that he's got the basics down, we're gonna put him into a mode called Pro mode. That goes down on the cable down here. As you can see, it stops a little earlier, doesn't go around the bull wheel. It'll be a little bit faster. We actually changed the settings a little bit, but I think he'll get it.
In a night of 1,000 dreams, catch the one you think you need. If you never tried, you can never say I've tried to change my way. Stop it around the bush.
Oh, look at this guy. Come on. Are you kidding me? Give it up, dude. Get out of here, man. What? But I go out there, I can't make a turn. And you go out there and you're flipping and tripling and doubling. What is up, dude?
Well, I guess that's what you get when you ride this thing for 3 weeks straight.
It's the funniest thing. Before Connor went out there, he walked by me, and I don't even know if you know I heard him. He says, I'm trying not to get wet this time. What? I was out there, I'm freezing because I was drenched in there. And look at it, he's still on top of the water. I'm trying not to get wet. Seriously, man, this is awesome. Thank you very much for having us up here.
Absolutely. We thank you guys for coming up here and checking this out. It really is a great addition to wakeboarding in Southern California. It's going to be a really good thing for all the boarders out there. There's a lot of Southern California is one of the centers of wakeboarding, and it's going to be a really good thing for everyone.
If people want to find out how to come out here and do this, where would they go? What would they do?
They can give us a call at Holloway's Marina, or they can check out our web address. It's got all the information on there, and it's bigbearcablescene.com.
Sweet, sweet. Again, another incredible experience that you can experience right here in the IE. Look at Connor go, man. I'm jealous. Look at that guy. How old is he again, Thad?
13 years old.
13 years of age, and he is shredding out there. Look at that.